Today, we're talking about trains in Star Wars and all the different ones we see. Let's jump right in. First, we have rail speeders. These are large transport vehicles that have fixed paths mapped out by rails. These types of transports are created for constant back and forth between destinations and were often built by the Empire. In Solo, we see a large transport version used to transport coaxium. The rail speeder from Solo also shows that elevated rail systems can hold double-sided train transports for additional cargo space. We also see an alternative Skyline rail version in the Bad Batch that is much smaller. Both rail transports are reinforced for blaster fire. In a short shot from the Clone Wars, we also see almost a two-man rail speeder that the cultists used to escape Mace Windu. Our next train is the Maglev train, which is often seen on Coruscant, which used giant hoops to provide repulsor lift technology to push the train forward. The subtram on Quartzsite worked the exact same way, allowing for quick transport on a fixed path. The repulsor technology allowed for much faster travel, and it was often used for public transportation purposes. The only shown train that was able to travel on its own path was the Tatooine Pike-funded repulsor train. This giant transport vehicle was able to move large quantities of goods over land without a fixed path. The Pikes had the freedom to modify their smuggling routes as needed around Tatooine. The train was also armored and had defense features like firing windows. On top of the train was a main engine which also served as its main vulnerability. Once the engine was destroyed, the whole train would fall from the loss of the repulsor lift. The Pikes train is one of the most agile, but the most deadly train built was the armored hover train, which was manufactured by the Empire. The train hovered over projected magnetic fields and transported supplies and prisoners through Kessel. It was heavily armored and had powerful firepower in the form of turbo laser cannons and missile launchers. The armored train can defend itself from the average X-Wing pilots with the firepower it had. The train's route was also protected by supporting turbo laser cannons, making it the most defended. The train scenes in Star Wars are some of my favorite, especially the Pikes train. As we continue forward, I'm excited to see what new large transports we see.